Hi. What I wish I knew when I was going through my heartbreak. I'm trying to recover and heal from that broken heart that I had. I spent 2 years trying to recover, and I wish I had a different kind of support. Actually, I didn't have much support, and I would like to talk to you about what for me was like the perfect balance that I was looking for in someone helping me going through this. So probably this is also happening to you. You know, when we go through heartbreak, and of course the first people coming to, to our rescue is our friends, good friends, with the best intention. And they will listen, the first days, first weeks, they will listen patiently. They will give us some support and some advice sometimes. But after a while, when we start feeling that we're still stuck in the situation, the pain is so overwhelming, and somehow we need to talk about it because women, we process by talking, right? That's what we do. And when we don't want to bother our friends anymore, or we don't want to listen, come on, you should move on already. This is taking too long, you're obsessing. We know that, but we don't want to hear it. And why we don't want to hear that? Because that makes us feel even worse. That makes us feel that something is wrong with us. That going through a heartbreak for longer than a few weeks, it's a sign of weakness. It's a sign that something is wrong with us. So we start feeling not good about ourselves on top of everything. And that, and I know is no good. I have friends that they even got upset with me, because I wasn't moving on faster. And that really changed the whole dynamic of the relationship with my friend. Yeah, absolutely. So I remember when I was going through my big despair, those moments of huge, huge pain, excruciating, that, when you can even function. I used to go to work, and that was really great for me because, I was working at this agency. We work supporting survivors of domestic violence. So I was dealing with trauma every day. I was a counselor, so I was seeing like 4 or 5 people per day in an average of 1 hour per session. And every person was, it was trauma. So I have to listen and support them. And contrary to what people may believe, that how can you do that when you are going through so much pain, actually it was great because it was a distraction. I was able to support them. I was able to leave all my issues, behind or at the side. And as soon as the client stepped into my office, I will absolutely, totally focus on that person and that situation and not on my issue. But of course, what happened after. As soon as you get home, we collapse. Yes, absolutely. And I remember I used to walk from work to home. It was a 20-minute walk. And I have this playlist on my phone. So I would walk and listen to those songs. There were, love songs or songs about healing the heart and letting go. That was very helpful. So I recommend that you can do that too. And I also tried to find a therapist. After a while, when I decided, I cannot deal with this anymore. I cannot talk to my friends, so I need to talk to someone, but I need someone who knows what he or she is doing with me. And finding a therapist is also not easy because, not everyone can support us in those circumstances. It's a very special and delicate balance between someone we can trust, someone who will listen without judging us, that we feel, because of course every professional is going to do that, but we need to feel that way, that someone we can trust that person, and we feel that that person is not judging us. Someone who doesn't put a lot of pressure into us moving on, just the right amount of pressure, right? But more than pressure, I would say the inspiration. Someone who can be compassionate, caring, loving, of course, compassionate, I said, and someone with the ability to guide us, not to tell us what to do, at least in my case. I wanted someone who would work with me the same way I work with my clients. So I wish there was another Soleil available, right, assisting me. Because in that balance is so necessary. Because it's, okay, everyone, if we want advice, we just go Google, how to get out of the broken heart or heartbreak, or we can watch a lot of movies, videos on YouTube. There's a lot of advice over there. But it's not, at least I wasn't looking for that. I was looking to find my own way, what works for me in my particular situation, and considering the way I think, my preferences, the way my mind works, and how my life was going on. So it's not that easy, because it has to be a professional, someone who can guide us to find our own way. It's not someone telling us what to do, but helping us to find the way to, go through the process. It's not like taking us away of the pain. Well, that would be great, right? But someone guiding us to go through, because the best way to heal is when we embrace everything that we feel, the totality of that. I wish I had someone who will show me ways to deal with my emotions. Someone who will tell me, you need to create a safe space first. Arrange like an altar so you can feel safe there with everything that you need. Find your own rituals, the whole preparation of the environment and the place that you are going to grieve. And also, I would love to have someone showing me like techniques, relaxation techniques, breathing techniques. Because I used to meditate, but when I was going through that, to my heartbreak and the worst moment, I couldn't sit there because I would just cry and cry and cry, and my mind will race and have so many thoughts that I thought I was going to explode, right? So someone who would guide me and teach me and show me different tools, different techniques to deal with my emotions. Because emotions, take the stage, they run the show, and it's very hard to get out of the emotions. And people will say, you need to find a distraction, go out with your friends. Yeah, we know all that. And we know that we can try, and many times it makes us feel even worse because we cannot connect with the world outside. So I tried different therapists. They work in certain way, but in the end, I realized, um, it should be some kind of special therapist for heartbreak. And guess what? I realized I could do that. So that's why I'm here. Because I created this program. It's a 6 month program to go through the whole process of, heartbreak and recovering, but in a real way, showing you the tools so you can practice, so you feel like you are in control. You are doing this and you are finding your way. So I created this program special for, I call it the wisdom of the broken heart, because I realize there is a lot of wisdom when we pay attention and we listen to our heart. When the heart is broken, it's totally open. And if we allow ourselves to see and to explore deeper, when we are able to feel safe dealing with the emotions and to surrender and accepting everything that is going on with the proper guidance, it makes things a lot easier. So this is when I'm telling you this story, because this is how I created this program. It came out from my own experience, from my own need, what I need. I'm sure you may resonate with this, right? So I want to offer this to everyone who is going through heartbreak right now. A special program to soothe the pain of the broken heart, but not just that, is how you transform yourself through this process. It's like the rituals of fire or initiation. I think heartbreak is like an initiation that helps us to step into a higher level in our process of evolution and transformation. And that program considers that. So I'm going to have on October 30th, it's going to be a webinar. We're going to talk about this program, and I'm going to talk about the content of the program and how that works. And I would love to know and listen what you have to say. What do you need when you are going through this process? What works for you? What do you think would be good for you? That would be great, right? So I'm going to announce later exactly the whole date and time and everything, the registration process for this webinar. Is going to be totally free, and on October 30th. That's the date I'm reserving this date for that, and I wish I would see you there. So yeah, let me know what you think. Leave me a comment. Leave me your comments. I would love to read your suggestion. What do you need? What you think works for you? That would be great. And I see you on October 30th. All right? Have a great day, and I hope this was helpful. Thank you so much. Namaste. Bye.